Scott Farnham is with a company called NanoTerraTech.
Yes.
Now, Terra, that sounds very Earth-oriented, right? Nano, that sounds very futuristic.
Yep.
What are you guys all about?
Well, we've developed a way to make a graphite from biomass here. So we start with a waste wood product left over from the sawmilling industry.
So this is sawdust and other wood chips and stuff?
It's bark. It's actually the stuff that they want the least. So we took the least valuable product for them and turned it into a very valuable product, BIO-Graphite. So this would be replacing natural graphite or synthetic graphite in EV batteries and many other applications like refractory or friction materials as well. So it's a revolutionary product, really. It's sustainable. Comes from. It's a waste product. It grows again.
I love business models that use essentially garbage as their raw material.
Yeah, exactly.
So you've got to have a pretty good carbon footprint story.
Yeah, we do. So our reason for being is to set up a net zero industry. So where we're from, we have renewable energy to make the graphite.
What, all hydropower?
It's all hydropower. What isn't hydropower, the next 2% would be solar. So we want to offer a net zero product here. Our factory, everything we do will be sustainable energy or renewable energy. So we want to be able to offer carbon credits to go along with this. So it's got a lot of benefits here on the sustainability front.
How scalable is it? I mean, how much of this waste wood product is available?
There's a tremendous amount of this wood product available. There's, I think it's 50% waste from the sawmill. So after done cutting 2x4s and such, 50% of that is sawdust and wood waste.
And what, so they dump it in a landfill, or what do they do with
They use it for fuel, so they burn it, or use for landscaping and such, which is very low valuation. So we want to add value to that and have a critical mineral in this graphite.
Okay, so you said there's a whole lot of this wood waste. How much graphite can you make out of it?
It's about, we start about a 4-to-1 ratio. So if we have 200,000 tons of this wood waste, we get about 50,000 tons of graphite out of that.
And put that 50,000 tons, I mean, that sounds like a big number. Is that enough for the auto industry, or
It's
or
actually
what?
a very small drop in the bucket for the auto industry. So there's tons and tons, there's millions of tons of graphite sold every year.
Okay, but you could take this technology of yours to any place that's got the wood waste.
Yeah, absolutely. We could scale it. Southeast United States, there's a lot of battery plants. Michigan area, there's a lot of trees and battery plants. So that's kind of our goal, is to expand this, prove it out with industry partners, and then expand to where that feedstock is and the offtake from the batteries are.
So we're at the battery show. Are the car companies coming and looking at this stuff?
Oh, it's been great. We've had all the majors come in and express some interest and go like, wow, we didn't know this existed. So,
great. So what, you're going to give them samples so that they can see it's the right purity for batteries?
Yeah, so there's a process you go through. We get a couple kilos at first to test it out. They go for maybe a couple 100 kilos after that to make a larger run. And then it's like, if we can prove the performance and a drop-in solution, then it's commercial discussions on how can we get into your supply chain.
Okay, automotive is all about cost. How do you stand up against, mining graphite or synthetic graphite?
Well, I think that our advantage is we don't need to dig a big hole in the ground and get the environmental permits, which may cost hundreds of millions and 10 years to do. So our mine material is above ground. So it regenerates every year. So I can say there's more wood waste than we could ever make graphite out of.
And you said you can sell credits too, carbon credits.
Yeah, so we're investigating this. We will need to develop that protocol, as it's called, but yeah, we're absolutely certain we can offer carbon credits and wrap that into the sale of the price, so the car manufacturers or battery manufacturers would get the benefit of that.
And you're based in Canada, right? Where in Canada?
We're in Vancouver Island, so it's in the heart of the forestry industry. We've got the biggest trees and the most wood waste that anybody could ever ask for.
And but you still qualify for IRA stuff, right? For a U.S. subsidy.
We're a Canadian company, Canadian owned, so we have that free trade agreement with the United States. So yes, the IRA's act as is one of the important reasons we want to show up at this convention.
Great story. You know, you never know what you're going to find at the battery show.
Yeah.
Scott, thanks so much,
Thank
man.
you, John. I
Great
appreciate
story.
it.
Good deal.
Thanks.
As experts in direct current switching and control, Scheltbau is at the front leading the charge in developing and manufacturing the necessary electromechanical components for the future. Each system and application will require conditions in which a stable connection, secure contact, and safe control of power are vitally important. These challenging conditions are what make Scheltbau qualified for this future.